points. The graduate students have different point structure from what you guys have. Yeah, it's 300 points, 200 points for the in-class and 100 points for the essay. Okay. Now, with that in mind, go full screen on me, Aaron. Let's see what we have. This is your guidebook. Follow it, and you won't have a problem. Now, use a couple of terms in here to say broadly, and I'll give you examples of that. And if I don't say broadly, it means pay attention closely to what's there. So, for Module 1, there's more sections than this in Chapter 1, but I only want you to attend to the section on functional analysis and historical foundations. And the historical foundations with things like Frederick Taylor, there will be, I do not ask you to memorize people's names, but in the exam, I will put in the name of a person in parentheses to simply anchor it. And you're not expected to say, to answer a question like, did Frederick Taylor say? I don't write questions like that. It's referring to the conceptual area. Then in modules 2 and 3, which embraced OB Chapter 2, I want you to treat this area somewhat broadly and look mainly at trends and what is going on in diversity and technology and international and the like. Do not memorize any statistics that appear there. They're there to document the assertion that I make, because that's the nature of scholarly writing. You have to do that. But I don't want you to memorize the percentage, whatever it was, for males and females and all that kind of stuff. Then when you go to Module 4, you're going to work with OB Chapter 5, which had to do with perception, attitudes, and personality. And in the perception and attitudes section, which is the first two, treat those with the broad aspects, not the fine details. Know how our perceptual process works, and know what, for example, are the components of an attitude. Then when you get to the personality section, spend some time on it. As it's saying here, there are various theories of personality development. There is a section on emotions and emotional intelligence, the big five, and then various personality types. Now it starts to get a little bit heavier when you get to Module 5, which is ethics. Without going through every item here, pretty much it's asking you to pay close attention to the chapter. You can broadly deal with the section ethical values of societies and individuals and skip the section ethical issues and organizational behavior. You see those, and we are working with them pretty much as we go on. But pay close attention to the 4 ethics theories and understand them, their structure, what they assert, and what they are. Now today we did Module 6, and though I chose to skip the detail of the stuff before the culture diagnosis discussion, pay attention to all of that. That's all important. And the text, I think, does it well, so that you don't really need any help from me. You can skip the section organizational culture and organizational performance, and then broadly treat the section creating, maintaining, and changing organizational culture. And that's about a 3-page section. So I'm trying to limit this a wee bit to make it doable. Then in Module 7, which is next week by remote control, and incidentally, as I told you, that video feedback is just like a video player, so you can do all kinds of cool things with it. Rewind it, fast forward, and all that kind of stuff. The entire chapter here is important, including the international and ethics sections. Notice that I have not included the international and ethics sections in any of the other parts. And you will see, and I already commented on it today deliberately, but you will see if you view the video that I draw a strong connection between Module 6 and Module 7. They're tied together, so I want you to grasp that. Especially understand the stages of socialization, the relationships among them, and or between them, it's just one after the other, and then the processes within each stage. Oh, in this case, note all the international section carefully, because there are some interesting dynamics. Now here's a spot where you can get slightly confused. You will find when you go in there that there are 3 stages of socialization. One occurs after the other. Within the first 2 stages, and I won't try to give you the names now, there are processes. So the term stages or stage and process or processes are referring to 2 separate but related items. Make sure you understand the difference. Oh, you're talking with your fingers.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you were signaling me. Okay. All right. Questions? Okay, I am sending you everybody an email, even if you were here, that says, a reminder about next week. I will give you my cellular telephone number and reminder about how to access the essay. Okay, that is it. Thank you.